Okay, now let us get into this proof, this evidence from The Guardian, our credible source, because we don't want you to say it is conspiracy theories, right? No, I'll be showing you with the evidence that you, the consumer, the people, you are being played, right? Now, The Guardian is telling us about the egg shortages, right? UK egg shortages to last beyond Christmas, industry warns. Now let us get a little piece of this article, right? Because as I said before, we don't want you to say this is conspiracy theories. Egg shortages and rationing. Pay attention to this word, rationing. In the UK are expected to last beyond Christmas, and Insider Today has warned. As the poultry industry grapples with a spiraling cost and its worst ever bout of bird flu, right? No, they identified the boogeyman why you can't have eggs, right? Because of bird flu and spiraling cost. No, this word known as rationing, pay attention to it, because that is where we are going. No, they're going to give you Christmas and let you enjoy, because they're going to reap a lot of energy from this holiday. But come next year, when all the extras that you've purchased have run out, about April, March, then they're going to start to ration basic food items, not just for Britain, not just for Europe, but all across the world. We're going into a rationing system because there is simply no food. Now, for the sheeples in Britain, what they're going to say is that people are ordering food, and that is why there is not enough. That's what they're going to say. That is how it's going to play out. And then they're going to get people to turn against each other and they're going to put up advertisement, just like they say clap for Britain. They're going to say report for Britain or something like that, for you to report on your neighbor. If your neighbor have an extra bag of flour, or your neighbor have an extra bottle of water, that is where it is going, right? Because what they are looking to do is to bring in the mark where you cannot buy or sell. Because when all of this start next year, right, they're going to say, well, we got to introduce a ID system so everybody can get their fair share, because some people are ordering. That is how it's going to play out. Then they're going to say, oh, this ID system is not working out. There are people who are frauding the system, so we need to come up with a digital ID. This will go under your skin, or it will go in your forehead or your right hand. So you must get this to get the food, because they've got to create a cause. They've got to create a cause so that you will accept what they're selling. You will accept what they're planning. That is how this thing works. So they're rationing eggs now and telling you that rationing could go beyond Christmas. And I am telling you that it is not for eggs alone. It's going to go on basic household items, and it's going to carry on and push on into the full-blown mark of the beast. Right? But they're going to do it bit by bit, bit by bit. And one of the first cards that they're going to play is that people are hoarding food, and you need to report on people who you think are hoarding food because there's not enough. Right? That's what they're going to say. But what people don't understand is that there is no food. Right? What they are showing you is a force of strength, so you believe everything is okay. There is no food. So whatever you can get this Christmas going into January, a cases of bean, get it. And do not get it at your local supermarket. Get it at other shops in other areas. Because what you don't want is when they bring in the system for people to report on each other, people will be there to point you out. So do not purchase extras in your area. Go to other areas and purchase it. And make sure you don't keep all of your food supply in one place, because it's gonna get nasty. It's gonna be dog eat dog when people realize there is simply no food. Right? People gonna turn on each other. right? There is no more kumbaya, no more good neighbor, no more good friend, because there is no food, right? And when you check the warehouse, when you check the supermarkets and all of that, they're going to realize it's empty, and the shelves will stay empty. And when it comes back, it's going to come back with terms and condition, right? Revelation says, cause it. So this, you need to understand that these fallen angels, they are nobody's fool. Do not underestimate the rulers of this world. Do not underestimate them. They are highly evolved and very intelligent entity, and they spend a lifetime studying you, right? They have studied you and they are making moves, right? So they are taking your food away. Let us see if you're not going to bow down and worship the beast. Let us see if you're not going to do as you are told. That is what it's going to break down to. 2023 is going to be a horrible, horrible year. And it probably will be the start of a very visible breaking down of the system. Because it's not going to stop. It's going to lead us into a 7-year tribulation. And all I can say is buckle up, be prepared, and understand when things start, when the bottom of this bucket falls out, no one is going to be your friend. Make sure you have your team already. Make sure you have your plan, because the wolves will most definitely be calling, because there's going to be a lot of hungry people running around Europe. We need to seek the face of the Most High while we can. Let us pray and say, glory be to the Most High.